At this point, maybe I should just talk about the new Slipknot album, but I won't. And it's just out of respect. I mean, this is a huge release. This is something where these guys have worked hard on this and undergone some loss. So, it's only out of respect that I talk about another song off of it as opposed to just talking about the record, which I know many of you have told me has leaked. And I'm not really down for that, since it's leaked. So let's talk about Custer. Let's talk about the new track. We'll get to the album eventually, don't get me wrong, because release day is really, really close by. So Custer's the third song that we're talking about, and the first two tracks have certainly polarized some people. There have been some that say that this is essentially just Slipknot doing its best to sound like Stone Sour. There's other people that say, well, this is a band that's trying to return to form, trying to sound a lot more like their old selves. And there are others that are saying this is supposed to be somewhere in the middle of, in between Iowa and Volume 3. To me, these first two tracks have been solid and competent works. The Devil and I has definitely gotten that whole Radio Luster thing going for it, as far as a Slipknot song is concerned, while the Negative One definitely feels like a proper single. Custer is neither of those. In fact, Custer feels kind of a little bit more direct, almost like this is a song in which the band is trying to really rechannel some of that age-old aggression that they had with their initial records, and kind of replicate that here in 2014, and kind of get that lightning that they caught in the bottle and trapped in the bottle and kept the bottle kind of, right next door to them in the recording studio for, a decade, and sort of bring it out and have it circle once again and really become an important facet of their sound once again. What happens in reality is that this song feels a bit flat. As of the three that I've heard so far, and of the three that I've reviewed so far, this is the one that I think that I've actually enjoyed the least, even though this is the song that certainly has the highest level of aggression. Now, many people warned me that there were a high number, a high volume of four-letter words, and I remember why they even said that was because it was one of my principal complaints about the Five Finger Death Punch albums from last year, that there wasn't a lot of real lyrical creativity. I can understand it on this song. I can understand that this is a song that breeds and really is just, it has a ton of aggression behind it. It has just a ton of angst behind it. And it's something where it makes sense here, because if you consider the other two tracks, it was something that was kept at a minimum. So it's not a universal constant thing, at least not for these three songs. However, it is something where there feels to be something that's just not quite all completely there. Almost as though this is a song where they tried to channel that lightning and that they trapped in the bottle, and then they released into the studio once again for this track, and tried to resurface all of that old angst, that old anger and rage, and allow 10 more years to build, and it doesn't come off perhaps as genuine. That angst, that anger, that rage, it's there, but it feels like this is not the strongest of the songs in order for that to be represented. I feel as though there's going to be other tracks on this disc that really capture that energy, that capture that unadulterated, impassioned rage, and will do so a lot better. This feels like 4 minutes of a track that is about maybe a C rating. There's nothing really all that special about this as opposed to the other two. The only thing that makes this unique compared to the other two tracks that we've reviewed so far is the fact that it is the most rage-filled. It is the fact that it is the most aggressive. Perhaps that's the main selling point. Perhaps that's the main illumination point. But for me, it feels like this is just a song that I'd pass by. I would listen to once and pass by. Now, I know other fans are going to feel a lot differently about this. In fact, while listening to this song, I was browsing through some of the comments. People saying that they're listening to this song, 5 and 6 times a day. That's good for you guys. I'm glad that you guys are really, really enjoying this track and enjoying the aggression. But for me, I need a little more. What did you guys think about Custer, though? What did you guys think about this track from Slipknot? Let me know in the comments below. And like I said, just be patient, nation and otherwise. Just be patient, because this is an album that we're going to be talking about very soon. This is the last track we're going to be talking about. The next time that anything Slipknot related is posted to this channel, it will be a review of the new album, which comes out very, very soon.